See if the camera's facing right. I think that's it right there. Well, first time on a Ducati Hyperstrada, and it's very weird. Very weird to me because this front end just dives down in front of you. Like, stop. And every bike I've ridden most of my life, you've got the windshield up here, you got the instruments here, and you got this 21-inch wheel out there and a fender out there. Now this is a fat street tire, small tire. So it took me a bit to get used to the turning is so freaking precise. And I feel like I'm on a tricycle, you know, like a little pedal tricycle with the front like this, but what an experience. So we're going to take it out here in the country a little bit. I'm going to open it up a little bit. I checked everything, and you know, you want to look out for when you buy a used bike. This is only my second used bike in my entire life. And so you just want to check everything. Now the guy that owned it before me is a professional sport bike racer, has been for years, owns a mechanic shop in the Salem, Oregon area, motorcycles, and you know, meeting him and see how his home shop is with his 31 motorcycles, I can tell that, you know, he loves what he does. So alright, I'm gonna open it up here. Oh my god, a Ducati. It's a little nerve-wracking because I've got a 110 horse here. Here we go. Shit. Oh my god. Windshield doesn't do anything but protect your chest, so I imagine I'm getting a lot of wind noise on the mic here. Wow. You know, so the sway bar in the back there is, notice it's really long, and it really needs to be with that fat meat on the back, fat tire, because that little ride right there, I did catch a little bit of a wheelie on it. Very weird having that front end chopped down like that. It's fairly comfortable, but it has you leaning, my seat's kind of slanting forward, so more like a sport bike. But it's not bad. I know the Hyperstrada is different than the Hypermotard. This was designed as a touring bike, so the seat's a little more fat, a little more comfortable. You just got to get used to this front end. What a squirrely bike. It feels so tiny. I feel like I'm on this. I feel like I'm too big for it. Am I too big for it? I don't think anybody's too big for it. Thank God there's no rain. And it wasn't supposed to rain today, but it's lightly drizzling. Then again, this is Oregon, right? So this weighs 450 pounds. It's like the same weight as the Ibex 450, except for this is the 800 something cc bike with 110 horse, top end speed. I've heard people hit 140 on it. I don't like the tank capacity. It is a 4.5 gallon tank, I believe, with a maximum range of 150 miles. I looked on to see if I can get a bigger tank for this. They don't really have them, so you would have to buy what do they call them? Carry-on, the bladders, the fuel bladders. If I were to turn this into an adventure bike, EDV bike. Oh, there's a little jump here. I always hit this jump here. Arm position's really comfortable. I'm just literally resting my hands on it. It's not up high. They did put 2-inch risers on it, which is perfect for me. Basically a brat bike, a punk bike, a jerk bike. I don't know what you call it. You know, people are squirreling it. Sold the Ibex a few months ago, and partly because I was tired of being on a bike. I had a long summer. And that happens, but also the money was running down. If you're following my shorts, I'm talking about money and being an entrepreneur, keeping your mind open, and fully understanding that money is not real. You have to really look at it that way. Once you see it from the correct perspective. Family, there's a friend that lives here. Let's see. Oh, he is there. Stop by and say hi to him. Oh my god, that steering wheel just dives. I want to wreck. This is Pat. He's a fellow biker. I used to live up this hill. What's up, Mr. Pat? Well, I couldn't pick a better place to film than at the Gather here in Dallas, Oregon. I was asking my friend Chris when I drove off, I said, do I look too big for this bike? It looks like a little moped compared to me, you know, 6'2", but man, what a rocket on wheels. I love that it comes standard with the center stand. It's a weird experience after riding adventure bikes for so long. Let me get on it here. Let's see if it'll tip in the gravel. I just rode it on pea gravel. Can I stand up? I can. It's a little slouched over, but this is kind of the position you want to be in when you're riding dirt anyways. And I just rode it on this pea gravel and pulled it off. This is Italian. It's an Italian bike. This is like the Ferrari of motorcycles. So I'm actually, now with the Ferrari red coloring, I'm going to do a walk around. It's got dual disc brakes, good old Brembo, vented discs, front and back. You know, a motorcycle to me is, I've been doing it for so long, since I was 9 years old. I've been on and off bikes all my life. And to actually have this come true, I find rather amazing. Has panniers that just lock right on there. I thought they looked gay, or not good, whatever. The downside to it is that it's got that small fuel tank. You know, you're good for 120 miles. They say at 100 miles you need to start looking for a fuel station. You know, here at the Gather, this place here, we've been trying to make it a classier place you can go to. No TVs, not a sport bar, not a get wasted bar. Well, you know what I mean. And something that Dallas doesn't offer. This town is very unimpressed with classy things. The people are wonderful. They're really the salt of the earth, down to earth people. It's about, you know, being artistic and enjoying things that are made with pride. It's something to be proud of. And, you know, working hard, and especially in something you're passionate about. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what people do here. There's a bar across the street here called Washington Steakhouse and Pub. They've been here for years. It takes years to build up your clientele, but they're always full. It's amazing. And what's in there is little casino machines and a bar, and they're playing some TV sport, which is cool. That's fine. There's a time and place. Our open mic night has been phenomenal. We've had talent in here, probably 9 or 10 different musicians from within a 20, 30 mile radius. What an honor to have such an exclusive small crowd, and that is growing for the most part. Pea gravel. Go, go. Yeah, I've gotten used to the bike. It's taken 20 miles, 30 miles to figure this thing out. And it's actually a very safe bike with a lot of power because of its agility, its size. I mean, it's just, for me, it's like a souped up moped. except for people and how they drive. What are you doing? What are you doing, old lady? Oh my God, dude. Well, it is Sunday. Sunday drivers. Hey, let's talk about that trigger I just had. So, being mindful and using metacognition, I noticed how annoyed I am with this person driving. She probably shouldn't be behind the wheel. A lot of old people shouldn't be behind the wheel. They're heavily medicated. They can't turn their neck. They can't hear. And they can't think as sharp. I think a lot worse than drunk drivers. Medicated, can't turn their head, can't move their body, can't hear anything, can't see anything. I want to share a video with you of a doctor who rides motorcycles, and he explains very well why we enjoy it.
I'm a doctor who rides motorcycles. More specifically, I'm a radiologist, so I've seen the aftermath of many motorcycle accidents. I've seen broken wrists, broken legs, brain bleeds, and collapsed lungs. Yet, I still choose to ride. Why? Let's go for a ride and talk about it.
Have you ever been on a ride and then come back feeling better than when you left for the ride? That has happened to me every single time I get on this motorcycle. And it doesn't even matter the weather. It could be rainy and I would still enjoy the ride and come back with a smile on my face. Today, we are lucky again to have a beautiful fall day, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect weather, and I feel great riding this bike. I feel great talking to you guys. And there's a reason for it. There have been medical studies about this, looking at the brain and the chemicals released during a motorcycle ride. When you're riding a motorcycle, it's been likened to mindful meditation. You have to be focused on the surroundings around you. You have to be focused on the roadway. You have to be focused on any potential hazards around you. It's a very visceral experience. You feel the wind. You hear the wind. There's smells all around you. And there's even subtle changes in temperature, like going from the shade here into the sun here. It feels warmer. It feels great. The sun on my eyes, on my skin. And a car, you just don't experience that. So, it's been shown that endorphins are released when you ride a motorcycle, which is one of the feel-good hormones. So when you come back from a ride feeling great, that is one of the reasons. And I've heard this a lot from the motorcycle community. People liken this to their own personal sense of therapy. When you go on a ride, you can clear your mind. You can only think about the road. You can listen to this lovely V4 engine. And you can just really clear your head of anything that's been going on in your personal life. So that's very similar to meditation. It can decrease your stress levels, your cortisol levels, and just make you feel better in general.
The benefits of riding a motorcycle, you know, they are not as dangerous as everybody and all the insurance companies. They go based on their stats, but the majority of people that die on a motorcycle in a wreck are not wearing their helmets. It was the second reason why people die in a motorcycle is they're intoxicated. The third reason, a modern one, is because of other drivers, and you have to stay invisible. You have to stay vigilant. You cannot get comfortable on a motorcycle. I don't care what anybody says. A certain level of awareness, a higher level of awareness is a must. But if you look at this road here, there's no shoulders. So this is critter country, raccoons, deer, dogs, cats, meth zombies, all sorts of weird, tweaky, weird things. You go around a blank corner and you'll see limbs, trees, leaves are slipping. You have to pay attention. This is a real, true life, one life video game. You got to know your bike. Like, I've already worked on the brakes, you know, as far as seeing what my stopping power is at 60 miles an hour. I did 40 miles an hour as well. Stopping power on this is phenomenal. Oh my God, it feels good to be on a bike. Get those endorphins going. I usually keep a pretty tight ship. Today was supposed to be clean RV day. It's amazing how you accumulate things not even wanting them. It's like I turn so many things down. But here we go. Let's go through the process. Stretching. All motorcycles about stretching and Kidding. Rain gear, thermal gloves,